Hello, BookTube. Once again, my name is Caitlin, and since people don't know me, this will be my second book review on this channel, Kate the Chris Reads. I'm thinking of changing this name because I don't like it and it's kind of hard to say. I was thinking KCR because that's my initials, Kate the Chris Reads, KCR. So maybe I'll keep it now since all my initials are in there. Anyway, let's get started. So, starting off, this book was amazing. This book gave me a book hangover, and I rarely get book hangovers ever because I have read a lot of classic literature lately because of school, and so I'm not easy as impressed with YA as much as I used to as a little kid anymore. But this book has the most amazing writing. I wish I had half the talent Rick Yancey had in describing descriptions. How the book starts off is that it's from the perspective of the writer Rick Yancey of the book, and how he's researching this person named James William Henry, who claims to have been born in the 1800s, and the current year in the novel is 2009. So James would be 130 something years old. And the doctors in Rick Yancey are thinking James was crazy. Being born in the 1800s, no one could live until they're 130, right? James Henry had no family and he dies alone. And it's really the job of Rick Yancey to find who Will Henry is and who he belongs to and his past and everything like that. Luckily for him, James William Henry left behind some journals about his life and everything like that. His memoirs, kind of. And it is the job of Rick Yancey to read them. And this is what all these books, all these lovely books are about. Is about William James Henry's, or James William Henry, William James Henry. I keep on calling him Will Henry. That's his pet name. That's the name I love to call him. So I'm not sure if it's William James Henry or is it James Henry. I believe, let's see. Oh, look at that. It says, it's back, my computer's backwards, sorry. But it says William James Henry. So yes, it's William James Henry. Okay, I got it. Journals start off in 17th century America. Massachusetts, I believe. The book just is described as being in the country. So, was Massachusetts a country back then? I have not a country. It was a state, I believe. Was it in the country? I don't know. I wasn't born, so I have no idea. And it is told from the perspective of James, or William now. I keep on calling him James. Of William, who is Will Henry. And Will Henry was orphaned at the age of 12 after his parents died in a fire. He is sent to the house of Dr. Pellinor Worthrope, who is a monstrumologist. What is a monstrumologist, you ask? It is the study of monsters, and Will Henry lives with the monstrumologist. So deducing from that, you will learn that Will Henry is an assistant to Dr. Pellinor Worthrope, and that this book is about monsters. Yes, monsters. And that's why I picked up this book, because I love monster hunting. The monsters in this book are super aggressive, super intelligent, very animalistic. So the characters in this novel, I loved the relationship between them. They are hilarious together. It's pretty much a book about guys hunting down monsters. The only girls in this book are the girls that got eaten by the monsters, so it's pretty much I guess you can say it's a boy book, but I don't care what gender orientation books are aimed at. If it's a good book, it's a good book, and I'm going to read it. We have our cute little hero, Will Henry, who was the bravest boy I have ever had the chance to read about. Sent to Pellinor after his parents died, like I said, and he's the doctor's assistant. And his father, James Henry, also served Pellinor, so he says he's only with the doctor to serve in the memory of his father. But we all know that's not true. He loves him. Pellinor, who is a monstrumologist, who is so bipolar and so unpredictable sometimes. It's like that. He is confused about his life and very lonely, so he takes out all his aggression on little Will Henry. He really cares deeply about Will Henry, even though he treats him very badly sometimes. If you read the second book, he treats Henry better than he did in the first book, just to show how much he really does deeply care for Will Henry. We got Jack Kearns, who is so cool and amazing. He just kills monsters for fun, so he's just with the doctor to be like, hey, I kill monsters, this is what I do. But we have Malachi, who is a little boy, who's 14, I think, and he becomes depressed and vengeful after his family is killed off by anthropophagi. So I have two quotes that I loved from this book. One of them is Will Henry talking about the doctor and his profession, and the second is talking about what we are slaves to. Are we slaves to another person, to an alcohol, to a drug, to a religion, to a belief, that kind of thing. So the first quote is Will Henry talking about the doctor. He knew the truth. Yes, my dear child, he would undoubtedly tell a terrified toddler tremendously seeking succor. Monsters are real. I happen to have one hanging in my basement. which is an example of humor in the book. And the second one is, we are slaves, all of us. Some are slaves to fear, others are slaves to reason, or base desire. It is our lot to be slaves, and the question must be, what shall we owe our indenture? Will it be to truth or to falsehood, hope or desire, light or darkness? I choose to serve the light, even though that bondage often lies in darkness. And I just love this book. The writing in this book is amazing. The Monstrumologist gets a medium reading with a 4.5 rating. It could have been better. It was close to being amazing, but, well, it is amazing, but I just feel like a 4.5. I'm a hard person to please, so the fact that it got a 4.5 out of 5 is really good. Thank you for watching, and see you later. Bye.